Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the 5 best underrated gold makers to watch. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Now coming in at number 1, we have someone that I actually have talked about before, but that being the case, Roomcool is at number 1. And basically he came up with a lovely little hyperspawn farm which is in the Twilight Highlands. I did a video on this and I actually think it's one of the best hyperspawn farms for solo farmers and overall I find his content very precise and to the point. Basically just gets the job done, tells you exactly where you need to go, what you need to do, how much you can get. That is basically the epitome of guides. But that being the case, I find his videos very easy to understand, and to be honest, a little bit more love over to Roomcool would be absolutely awesome. Coming in at number 2 is Closure. Now Closure actually did a video upon tide spray and vendoring. So basically if you can buy a piece of tide spray for a certain price, which is like, if I remember right, it's about 1 gold, 95 silver, then you can always craft those into the bracers and then sell those to the vendor and just get the raw gold from it, basically making actual gold in the process. I found this to be quite insightful and very helpful overall, and I thought this was a really cool way of order to get hold of a lot of raw gold really damn fast. So overall I found his videos to be actually kind of helpful, and at the moment I've got quite a few actually put on my watch list. But overall I find them to be very to the point and also can get a bit more extensive with the information. This is definitely well worth it, and at the moment he's kind of a lower channel, so I really wanted to just shout this guy out because this is the list for that, so hence why I've decided to go with that. Now coming in at number 3 we have Pathourx, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Basically this guy actually did a video on how to make a gold and power level at the exact same time with raw gold, and he actually states that you can actually get around about 4,000 raw gold and also level your character while doing this. I'll actually leave the actual video in the description down below, but aside from that, this was actually kind of helpful. Found his channel pretty much around about a month ago, and I have been watching every single upload he's actually been doing. I found that most of his videos have been quite clear, quite helpful, and overall just in general very helpful. He also did a video on how to farm dredged leather and then use that to craft into the uncanny gear, which then you can sell on the auction house, as that tends to have a strong sell rate, and he was taking advantage of that using the Veil of Eternal Blossoms. All of his guides are actually pretty awesome, and currently he's sat at 300 subscribers, so I would love to send over some love towards his channel right there. Now coming in at number 4 is Raybian, and he has a lovely channel which he actually goes over the Suramar raw gold farm. Now I was only brought to this attention of this farm only like a couple of weeks ago, and damn, it is a good farm. Now this is where you would go over to Suramar and you basically get into a group or solo and you just farm up the mobs in there because they like to hyperspawn, and it's pretty much a raw gold farm, as well as you can get a load of cloth. His entire guide is pretty dead simple. He explains how you can actually do it, and overall it's a pretty decent farm, and it is not a farm that I have actually covered, so therefore I have actually put the link in the description down below. Aside from that, I found his channel to be quite simplistic. It just gets the job done, and that's what I like to see in a gold guide, because at the end of the day we all want to make gold, so it makes it easier not to make everything so convoluted, which he does not, and makes it absolutely pinpoint, just simplistic to understand, even for other people just getting into gold making. Coming in last on our list is Bowser. Now this guy actually goes over his mailbox for the week and actually updates you with what's actually going about. Most definitely he keeps it. Most of his videos are actually pretty damn long, but he goes very well in depth with how much he's actually making, how much gold he's actually invested, and how much gold he's actually making profit. I found this guy a while back, and I kind of like it while I'm doing like a gold farm or something, just listening to what he's been doing to make gold. And quite a lot of the things that I've actually found out has been just by listening to his thing. So I treat it more along the lines of like a podcast than an actual concise guide. It's more or less he's just going over his mailbox, how is he actually doing it, and how much gold he's actually pulling in. I found his videos to be pretty damn awesome, and currently at 560 subscribers, I would love to see you guys sending over some love overall. That being the case, that is the 5 best underrated gold makers to watch right now. I love all of these guys' channels, pretty much all of them, and at the end of the day, I would love to see you guys send over some love. As we are growing at such an intense rate at this moment in time, I would love to try and spread the love, if you know what I mean. But aside from that, guys, have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.